My name is Alexis Kennedy.
My name is Brenda Starks.
My name is Randy Oakes.
My name is Nafisa Naloy.
My name is Maura Kelly.
My name is Mahogany Bell.
Leslie Saunders.
I have depression.
And I struggle with depression, anxiety, PTSD, and borderline personality disorder.
My mental illness is schizoaffective.
I have depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, ADHD, and borderline personality disorder.
I have anxiety, post-traumatic stress, and depression.
I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, PTSD, and some OCD, I believe.
I've struggled with it since I was about 20.
I think it was around 13.
At first, it was really hard because I started showing signs of depression and anxiety when I was around 12.
My first thoughts was, what was depression? Because, I deal with a lot of different things, so I was having a hard time dealing with life. And the biggest one was raising my kids. So I became very depressed when I couldn't pay my bills, or we ended up homeless. And I didn't know what it was. I just cried for no reason. But the doctor said that was part of my depression.
I've been diagnosed and suffered from mental illness for the past 25 years.
When I was first diagnosed, I didn't want to be labeled or called, identified by those particular things, I felt like I didn't want to tell nobody. Pretty much, like if somebody asked me, "You got any?" No, But then after a while, you have to answer because you're not gonna get any help.
It wasn't a good prospect of going forward at 19, 18, 19. I can't work, I can't get a car, there's no girlfriend. So life seemed to had a bad outlook.
I was scared of what my family would think. I doubted myself, is there something seriously wrong with me? Will I never have a regular life?
The depression was like a dark place. It was something that I couldn't put my hand on, and it kept me where I wouldn't go outside. I wouldn't allow my kids to go outside. I didn't eat. So if I didn't eat, they didn't need to eat.
What does it look like when I feel like I'm about to go under depression? Like for me, my house will look horrible. If it's literally horrible. And I like to decorate and everything. So you come over my house, I got a friend come over one time. She was like, "Who lives here?" And I'm like, "I don't know, girl." But I won't clean up and I don't want to talk to anybody. I'll shut down.
I worry most with my mental illness about relapse. I know that with self-harm, it was a very dangerous spot I was put in, and I am always very scared of going back to that spot.
I'm more than a patient. Today I'm a husband, a father, an employee, a mentor, an avid camper, kite flyer, fisherman. There's so many different parts of me that I never knew until I found out that recovery was possible. And recovery doesn't mean that I don't still have symptoms. It doesn't mean that the illness has gone away. At times it may appear, but it always rears its ugly head. But it's about how I've learned different techniques to take care of myself.